Hey everyone, welcome back. In case you don't know me, my name is Rafe and I'm an intuitive holistic life coach and co author of the upcoming novel, The Book of Aeon. I happened to get another glimpse of that mysterious tome that Aeon carries everywhere with him. I had to sneak a look while he was sleeping. I happened to come across a paragraph that talks about happiness. So let's dive into that a little bit. The book talks about happiness as something that we humans can find quite elusive. It seems that many of us spend a great deal of time feeling unhappy. Could that be because we simply go about thinking of happiness in the wrong way? Stay with me here and let's find out. As a life coach, I see many people struggling with what I call the attainment trap. What is the attainment trap? It's that tricky little cycle of postponing happiness. We often believe we'll finally be happy once we achieve a certain goal or once we reach a milestone or acquire some kind of possession. In other words, we make our happiness conditional. One of the first questions that I ask my clients is, what is it that you truly want? Quite often they'll say, Rafe, I just want to be happy. But when I ask what would make them happy, they often describe what I call attainment happiness. What do I mean by this? Well, here are a few examples. If I could find the perfect guy and fall in love, I would finally be happy. Or, if only I could fit into those jeans again, I know I would be happy. Or, if I could find that perfect job, then I'll be happy. This is the trap that we often fall into. We postpone our happiness, believing that we'll be happy once we achieve or acquire something. The problem is that this leaves us endlessly chasing happiness, yet never quite reaching it. How do I know this? Well, in addition to working with clients who have attached their happiness to attaining something, I also have a fair number of clients who have attained all those things and yet are still not happy. Many are over 40 and they have a great marriage, a beautiful family, the dream job, and all the possessions they could desire. Yet they feel something is missing, and if only they could figure out what it is, then they would be happy. I've studied human nature for most of my adult life and coached many clients with similar problems. Here's my take on it. There are two main reasons that we end up in midlife feeling unhappy or sensing something is missing. The first is that we attach our happiness to a goal, outcome, or possession. Or the second is that we keep setting happiness as a future state. So let me share this quote from the Book of Aeon. Desire states of being, not material objects. I'll say it again. Desire states of being, not material objects. Let's think about that for a moment. What can he possibly mean here? Often we attach an emotional state to objects. Maybe you think, if I had that house, then I'd be happy. When we say something conditional like this, our subconscious mind, think of it as our automatic pilot or the default mode network, hears us say that if we had that house, we would be happy. And then it has a think about it and it concludes that since we don't have the house, we must be unhappy. So then it goes about confirming all the ways that we are not happy, and before we know it, we are truly unhappy. Another mistake is setting our happiness as a future state. If I could find the perfect guy, then I would be happy. When we do this, we trap ourselves in an endless cycle of yearning and disappointment. Do you know what else that sneaky automatic pilot is really good at doing? It's really good at moving the finishing line and keeping us in a constant state of feeling like something is missing. If you set your happiness in the future, you're saying that in the present moment you are unhappy. What's even worse is that if you're looking for a relationship with a happy person, do you really think they would be attracted to someone who is deeply unhappy? Let's face it, Prince Charming isn't looking to rescue an unhappy princess. By contrast, unhappiness attracts the unhappy. So it's more likely you'll be rescued by an unhappy prince. And seriously now, whoever wants to live an unhappily ever after life? If you're feeling constantly unsatisfied and unhappy with what you have, do you really think you'll attract the relationship, the job, or anything else that you desire as long as you're Eeyore with a cloud hanging over you all the time? So, what is it that you truly desire? Well, here's a crazy suggestion. I think what you really desire is to be happy. Happiness is a feeling. It's not a house or a guy. It's how we actually feel. So it makes little sense to attach that feeling to attaining something. So how do you break out of this cycle? Believe it or not, the solution is simple, but it's one that we often struggle with. Here's the key. Be happy in the present moment. I can already hear you asking, but Rafe, how can I just be happy when I'm feeling so unhappy right now? It may seem like an unsolvable conundrum, but never fear. I'm here to help. The big solution is affirmations. I hear that skeptical part of you saying, affirmations, really? Well, here it is. Affirmations really work. And there are many people out there that use them. Oprah Winfrey, for example. They really do. The affirmation I want you to try is this: I am happy. It's basic neurolinguistic programming at work. When you say this phrase mindfully, you begin to rewire your brain to focus on the positive aspects of your current situation rather than what you perceive to be lacking. The more you say it, the stronger those new cognitive connections become. So, how do you program yourself to be happy? Do this, and you will supercharge your subconscious. Write yourself a big note in red lipstick on your mirror. I am happy. Then put it on a sticky note on your fridge. Change your screensaver. Go ahead, put it all over your house on sticky notes. And every single time that you see this statement, say the words to yourself, I am happy, and really connect to that statement mindfully. Do this for 10 days, which I know does seem silly, but I guarantee you'll begin to notice a shift. At first it will be subtle, but I promise it will begin happening. You'll start thinking about ways you may already be a little bit happy. You'll start noticing things that make you feel happy in the moment, and you'll start realizing that in fact you are happier than you thought. And at some point, like compounding interest, perhaps without you ever noticing that it's happened, you'll start thinking of yourself as a happier person. Sooner than you imagined, you'll be defining yourself as happy. Don't attach your happiness to a person or a thing, simply accept it as a state of being. Remember what Aeon says, desire states of being, not things. Oh, and by the way, there's something else at play here. The universe has many laws and rules, and one that's really powerful is the law of attraction. Happiness has a funny way of attracting happiness. The more you accept that you're happy, the happier you will become. And before you know it, happy people will begin showing up in your life, and you'll be one of them. If you try this, and I really, really hope that you do, I would love you to comment on this video and let me know how it worked out for you. Do you start noticing a difference? Remember though, you have to say it a lot. Saying it once a day will work, but it might take a whole year. And who wants to wait a whole year to be happy? Thanks for watching this video. If you want to know when I discover another gem from the Book of Aeon, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Oh, and maybe you want to hop over to my sister channel, rafebard-HLC, where I talk about navigating midlife. If you want to know more about holistic life coaching with me, check out my website at rafebard.com. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video if you found it interesting or valuable. And have a happy, happy day, everyone, and thanks for watching.